If you're new here, I talk a lot on this channel about how I broke into tech, how I taught myself how to code, how I got my first role in 2019, and it's something I'm really passionate about sharing because I know that a lot of other people are on their journey, and that has not changed about me. The technical aspects of me have not changed, they're just evolving. With that, right now, I am focusing a lot of energy into Python and really understanding how it works when it comes to AI engineering, systems and automations, and really creating tools that can help me and help others that are in the same space as me when it comes to having tools that help you with decision making, executive decision, and also with mental clarity because you're freeing up a lot of mental space because something else is doing certain things for you. I've also been mentioning a lot about how since I went through my postpartum anxiety and depression situation last year, it really led me to wanting to learn more about gut and mental health, how the two connect, the gut brain and your actual brain, how all of that connects and makes one another better, because what we eat and what we consume affects the way that we think, it affects our mood, it affects the way that we can focus. So I really want to understand the whys behind things so that I can make better decisions and then be able to share as much as I can with others in hopes that it'll help you too. With all that out the way, I'm going to go ahead and hop to my desk so that we can clean up my Notion template, get it prepared for the things that I'm focusing on right now, and get it set up so that everything is clear and everything is kind of planned out or at least structured so I have a clear vision of what's going on April into May. Okay, so we are at my desk. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the screen for you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm not gonna go in depth on this template just because I feel like I've already done that in another video, which I will link up here and in the description box below. So if you have any questions on the template, I do have a video where I ran through this entire thing, and I will also have it available in the description box if you like it and you wanna get it yourself. So let's just go into the template and kind of clean things up. So I already kind of got rid of some of the courses that I didn't want to take right now, which I didn't get rid of them. I put them in the future learning area. So like I put day trading and this Codecademy data science analytics path into my future learning. It was in my current learning, which let me go ahead and rename that now because I keep saying I'm going to do it. So current learning, or actually current courses. I like that. So I have moved over the ones that I'm not focusing on right now, and this is what I have left. I might come back and move AI and automations. We'll see how I feel towards the end of this, but definitely gut health, definitely Python, definitely neuroscience. So let's just start with Python. I needed to change the dates. So let me just make sure that these are still, so we're gonna say that this starts, let's see, the 13th, and we're just gonna take it all the way to May 31st, that's fine. And that doesn't have to be like this hard set due date that I have to have this course done by May 31st, because I do want to take my time and make sure that I'm understanding everything, making sure that I'm taking the proper notes, building my projects, those things. But I do like to have due dates on things so that I'm not aiming blindly at a goal. And I kind of have this thing to kind of keep me on track. Like, okay, you said you were going to get this done by this time, so that I'm not just like, okay, you can do it whenever, then it just doesn't get done. So I don't think I'm going to add any semesters. Like I said, I'm kind of thinking about taking that off of here as, you know, one of the properties in general, but we'll see. So let me go ahead and make this bigger. And I have some of my resources already collected. I love Tina's videos. I've been watching Tina for a few years now. She's very good at explaining how to study, how to learn things. And so I definitely literally just came across this one. I think she just posted this not too long ago. And then there's this one that was really informative where she was talking about how to learn Python 3 in 3 months, like how she learned it in 3 months. This is not Tina, by the way. This is another creator. And then that same creator, 3 steps that took me from Python beginner to, you know, machine learner. So she taught herself how to code in Python and she became a machine learner, learning engineer. So I also have some of these resources that I was collecting, you know, a little while ago, but my main driver here to learn is going to be Codecademy. They have a Python 3 course, a Python 3 path that I've already been taking. So love Codecademy. I do have a link in the bio below as well for that if you are interested, just so you can get some money off. So check that out. It'll be down there. Now, like I mentioned in all of my videos, when it comes to this stuff, you need to know your whys. So I'm going to come off camera and do that and figure out like what my whys are. And I may or may not show them depending on how personal they are, but they shouldn't be too personal. So let me just go ahead and figure that out. And then also any brainstorming or notes that come along the way, course outcomes and roadmaps. So yeah, let's just go ahead and fill out these whys real quick. Okay, so went ahead and filled out those whys. These are just some of the ones that came to mind. You don't need a ton, just those core ones, those super important why you're learning what it is that you're learning, why you're pursuing the things that you're pursuing. So for me, advancing my skill set for my career, increasing my income over time. Let's be honest, that's important. Taking a new career path in tech industry. And that just means like further diving into the data world or the AI engineering spaces, but then also building tools that I actually need for myself. So those systems and automations that I mentioned, and just building things that could possibly help others. So I think for now, this is okay. I have my due dates set. I have why I'm learning. I have some of my resources, my most important resources. And this is a space that I can accumulate things in over time and kind of fill this stuff out as we go. So that's done. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the home page. And let's just go into gut health. So first of all, we need to change this date. We're going to say also go to today, and we'll do the 13th. Oops, this should be the 13th. And then in that, I don't need a full month to read the book that I'm reading for this. So I'm actually going to give myself to the end of April. So we'll see if I stick to that. But right now, I don't have the book in front of me, but I'm reading the book Gut by Dr. Austin. And I really love that book. So I am going to go ahead and put my resources here. Looks like I already did, but I didn't spell his name right. And I also didn't capitalize it. So there's that. So Gut, an Owner's Guide by Dr. Austin. And I found this book it is on Amazon, but I also found it, I got mine in Five and Below. There are two different covers to the book, and I want to say there are two different versions. It's like the same book, but I noticed that I think there's two different ways that the contents are written out. Like some of the chapters are titled differently, but I think it's the same concept. So I don't think the actual book and the actual text is different, but some of those little bitty details are. So just be mindful. If you see two different things, it should be the same thing, but I would do a little bit more research on that if I were you. I have the one that is like the colorful cover, and I'll try to put an image of that up here on screen, but yeah, I'm not sure about the other one. Now, I also talked about in a recent video kind of how to use AI, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever you're using to guide you on your self-curriculum journey. And what I like to do is tell it what I want to learn, why I want to learn it, and my goals for learning it, like the outcomes that I would like to have. And I tell it to give me a actual curriculum, kind of like a syllabus of how to break this down, including resources, mostly free or super cheap, and how I should spread this out over the course of time. So this is one of the iterations that it gave me. It gave me things to watch. It gave me a free Coursera course. It gave me some readings, which I did not see the book that I'm reading now in this list. That actually came from somebody's What's in My Bag TikTok video, and I saw her pull it out, and I was like, what is that? I'm interested. But this kind of gives me a overall first round thing to pick from when I'm going in to actually plan the things that I'm learning. So I'm not going in blindly and being like, what do I have to use? There's a whole bunch of resources here. So this is very helpful, and I highly suggest doing that. I think gut health is good. Let's jump over to neuroscience. For neuroscience, I haven't been starting too much on this. Again, I have some information that ChatGPT gave me from the prompt that I used, but I do know that one of the resources that I wanted to use is, let's see, I'm gonna put, it's called The Organized Mind. Oh my gosh. If I can type. The Organized Mind. I need to look up the author. I had it on my Kindle, and I had it under Kindle Unlimited, but I actually let my Kindle Unlimited expire recently. So I need to see if I still have access to certain things or how that's working, or when it like actually expires, because I just basically said I didn't want to pay for it anymore. So I need to go in and see that and see if I need to actually buy the book at this point. But for this, I think I'm going to start there. I do have all these other resources, all this other information here, different courses, same setup as what I just showed you in the gut course, template here. But I think for now, obviously, I'm going to change this. I do know for sure I want this to start also on the 13th. I'm just going to start everything on the 13th, make it easier on my brain. And then for this one, just because I need to check, and I also don't like the idea for me to be reading two books at one time, maybe I should start this one on the 27th. I'm going to start this one on the 27th, and I'm going to end it on, let's just give ourselves to the 11th. That's a full 2 weeks. So April 27th to May 11th sounds good to me. That's that. And like I said, I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to highlight this so that I know that this is the actual thing that I'm focusing on for neuroscience right now. Because I love the idea of reading this book, because I know it talked about this executive decision making, executive decision dysfunction, and I definitely struggle from that. That just means that you have a hard time making a decision maybe as quickly as other people. You kind of overthink things a lot. You kind of take a while to kind of get to the point of making a decision. And I really want to understand how I can better tackle that. So I'm really excited to read about that. So we're going to focus on that. And I think that that's good for now. So let me just go in here. Again, I am not 100% sure about this AI automations right now. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and move this over to future learning. So as you can see in one of my properties, I have a status. Right now it's inactive, which means that I will see this one in my current courses view. I also have my future learnings. These are things that I want to learn later that I'm not ready to tackle right now, that are not as priority for me to learn. And so once I actually come in here and mark something as future learning, then it comes out of this view and filters down to this view. So now AI and automations is there. I can easily move it back and I don't lose any information. It just has a different view. And I can also view all courses. But I said I wasn't going to get deep into this tutorial as far as how this is broken down. If you want to learn more about how this works, check out that video. But now that we have our 3 courses here, I think that is a good thing. I've been seeing a lot of people doing like 4 to 5 on average, things that they're focusing on learning. For me, these 3 feel really good. This feels like enough. Because I do have to remember I have 3 children, I have a husband, I have other things going on, I have a 9 to 5, I have so many things with this content and just overall things. And so this feels good because Python in itself, I feel like it's gonna take me out. So I'm happy with this. What I wanna do now is kind of come down in here and kind of plan out even just tomorrow, because today is the 12th. So if I come down here and I add an item, I can say that I'm going to learn Python 3. I'm going to study. This is my study schedule. So I can come in here and say, I want to learn Python 3. I want to study for an hour. I don't know that I have this set up. I think I have this set up to like say hours studied, but I think more so this should say, or I should also have target hours studied, if that makes sense. Like something with the wording, but basically what is my goal of studying? So I want to study an hour, but then I can also come in here and say, okay, I actually studied 30 minutes, or I did study a full hour. So I think I'm going to add that property now, actually. And I think I can duplicate this one, actually. Let's do duplicate property. And with this one, we're going to rename it to be estimated, oops, I don't know why I can't type today, estimated time. I might come in and change that later, but let's flip these. And then I'm going to actually put a 1 here and take the 1 out of this. And then once I actually study, I can come in here and say like, okay, you know, how many hours did I actually study? I can check off if I actually studied. And in here, I still need to make a template that kind of better structures my study sessions. But what I'm going to do for now is just simply say that I want to learn with Codecademy Python 3 path. Okay, so what I actually can do is come in here and grab this link so that I can actually have that ready to go, and I'm not like trying to find anything, and I can just make this a link that is clickable so I can go straight to the course if I want to. And that just saves time. Again, less brain, you know, functionality there, but here is that. So I think I'm good with that. And then I also want to add in to read Gutbook. And for this, I know that I do want to read, because I don't think that they call it chapters. I think he might call it like parts, or I can't remember, but I'm going to call it chapter 2. And this might not be the exact wording, but I know it's about digestion and nutrition. So again, I know that I am going to study this. I'm going to give myself about 40 minutes to read this, and we'll just see again as we go how this works. I don't think I'm going to put the neuroscience one there yet because remember we are starting that on, and see, this is so convenient because I can come in here and say, okay, I'm starting this April 27th. So then I can go ahead and just put here that April 27th, I want to start my neuroscience book. Oops. And I want to, let's see, read at least chapter 1. And I'm going to give myself 40 minutes for that too. That way, if I want to read like at lunch, I'm not taking the full hour. I can still have maybe 20 minutes to eat or 20 minutes to just kind of sit and chill or do whatever I need to do. And yeah, I think that this is a good start. So this is pretty much how I set everything up. And like I showed you guys before, there is a notes section where I can come in and keep track of my notes. I can put the dates. I can put the rating for the course that I'm taking. If I click back home, I can come back and put projects, which I do have a project in mind that I want to start specifically for the Python, but I need to kind of like brainstorm that a little bit more. So I'm not going to do that right now. I need to write down some stuff, which I've actually been loving my journal that I put together here. This is the Cloth and Paper travel journal, and I have the Cloth and Paper Perfect Bound. I think this is the CP Petite size, and it doesn't quite fit in this Pocket Plus travel cover, but it has its own cover. It comes with its own cover, so I don't care. It's still protected. And then I have another travel insert in here for meeting notes that I use all the time for meetings with my husband and also for work. So yeah, that is my template. I think I'm good right now as far as like being able to have a good space to start. Everything is kind of cleared up. It wasn't too messy in the first place. I have all my due dates. I know what I'm studying. And I also have started to fill out my study schedule here, which I'll kind of determine how I want to go throughout all of that here as the week goes. I did notice that I want to kind of also see at a glance here maybe a little brief summary of what I might be studying. So like for Python 3, I know that I want to study, I think I'm on calculations, or I'm on the actual chapter that's called Hello World. So learning a lot about the basics, things that I already know, especially from learning like front-end web development, but things that are good to refresh and also be able to understand how those things work in Python because it is a bit different. So I know that I'm going to be taking this part of the course, but I want to be able to see this at a glance. So maybe I'll add like let's go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to do all of this on camera so you guys can see. If you're not into Notion and you get this template, you can see how easy it is to just further customize it. So I'm going to add text and I'm going to just put overview. Again, I might come in and change this again, but for now, I'm just going to put that I am doing Hello World section. Then I'm going to come back into my study schedule so that I can see in the settings. I'm going to go into the property visibility and I am going to add overview into the area that I can actually see. Do I like it right there? That's fine. So now when I look at this calendar from this glance, I can see that I'm studying Python 3. I'm also going to be studying Hello World section. So, and I don't know, my brain doesn't really like how that looks. So what I'm going to do is flip this study checkbox to the bottom. That feels better to me. Very petty, but I like it. That is that. That is my beginning to my new month of my self-curriculum. I love making videos like this. I enjoy watching videos like this. I love to see how people are doing things, how they're structuring things. I'm all about systems and structures. So let me know in the comments if you enjoy videos like this so I can continue to provide them for you guys. Let me know if you want to see these like maybe on a monthly basis, quarterly basis, just to keep track, check in, see what's working, what's not. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I love you. You know that, and I'll see you in the next one.